see the course listing. I have about 20 courses and all, so that's the school. Tuition between 30,000 and 150K per course, per session, where you get a certificate of completion. Remember, it's not a journalism school. It is a media studies institute.
So it's like a master class, more or less.
Master class, workshop, the same way I taught blogging. When I taught people blogging, they pay me, but this time you're going to get a certificate of participation. Everything you did. They're all non-credit courses, but you've learned how to do it. I mean, how many people are going to be hiring somebody to come and do skits for them? No, you do your own skits and you put it on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Instagram is doing subscriptions now. If you put your skits, what's the best skit maker in Nigeria? I think it's this guy. I've looked at all of them, the comedians. The one that makes the most money is Brother Shaggy. You know him, right? Brother Shaggy is the one that makes the most money. Look at his content. He'll put in a little form on Instagram and throw it on YouTube. Him, Macaroni, and a few others. They're doing well because the money in YouTube is big now. You know that already. Freeze. Big money on YouTube. Any YouTube videos. So I've passed 15,000 on YouTube, but YouTube is open. Okay, my personal page, my verified pages, Facebook, Twitter, I'm not active in those pages. I opened all of them back today, but not active. So I'm at school. 2222 Media, 2222 Media Institute.
2222 Media Institute.
The handle is Media School, though. 2222 Media School. Instagram and Twitter. Facebook later. Facebook is coming later. So that's it with the school. Thank you for promoting.
Of course, anything to promote good journalism and also to encourage my lovely sister, Dr. Kemi.
Yeah, I'm also teaching crash course in investigative journalism.
Okay.
The crash course is the same thing that Tiger is doing. You know Tiger Foundation?
Yes.
Tiger Foundation is inviting Nigerian journalists to come and train 5 days to hold the government accountable. Investigative journalism in 5 days, free. But you have to be a Nigerian journalist. You have to be a journalist. You know what they're trying to do? They're trying to make more journalists come out of their closets and not be afraid. Say you understand?
Clearly, absolutely clear.
The enrollment was very poor. Not a lot of people wanted to do it, but me, I'm ready. You saw my video now that I told you that there's a criminal cartel in the police. Have you seen that video now?
Yes, you showed it to me, and those are the things we want to hear from you on today's topic. Abba Kyari versus NDLEA. I personally don't know much about what happens in the police force or the NDLEA. Personally, I'm quite impressed with the NDLEA for what they did here. Quite a few people are suggesting that this is a stunt to prevent him being extradited. What is your take on that? Let's start there.
Nigerians need to start thinking outside the box. There is a crime. Abba Kyari is not arrested as a stunt to prevent extradition to America. He can fight extradition if he wants. There's a real crime out there. Two things I want to clarify on this show, and I'll elaborate on them later. The first thing is that Abba Kyari was arrested for a drug crime, an alleged drug crime. He was arrested. He was set up, he was videotaped, and he was arrested. The second thing I want to clear on this show is that Obi Cubana's invitation to NDLEA, all right, does not have anything directly involved with this case, so that I can't compromise the case at the NDLEA. What I want to tell people listening here is that Obi Cubana was only questioned about some people who they're calling convicted drug dealers that may have done business with him. Let me explain that carefully, because this is day 3, and people are dragging Obi Cubana into this. Obi Cubana is not a drug dealer, not that I know of. And the problem is affiliation. Pretty sure you understand what I mean by affiliation.
Now, I had the opportunity of talking to Obi Cubana over this, and I asked him.
Yeah.
He said apparently, and these are his own words, a few years back, somebody paid some money into his account. I think it was for drinks. I don't remember clearly now because this was a while ago. Someone bought some stuff. I don't know if it was drinks or stuff. and later the person was convicted or found to have been involved in. So he was questioned along those lines. That's what he told me himself in an interview, which I'm sure if you go to my YouTube page, youtube.com/Daddy Freeze Teaches,
let me say something.
You would find it there. Yeah.
Okay, child of one of your commenters here. I didn't see anyone dragging Obi Cubana into this. Child of, be intelligent. Don't be silly. They've dragged Obi into it. It's all over Twitter. Obi's trending for the third day in a row. Let me tell you about Obi Cubana, okay? Obi Cubana is a businessman. Obi has real estate, hotels, estates, houses, clubs. But I'm going to the club. Somebody ordered drinks in the club, and I think I heard it was Dom Perignon. Now, Freeze, in 2019, somebody gave me Dom Perignon. It was 350,000. Sure you get it. Today, that drink is almost $500,000. They paid for drinks, and the drinks were expensive. If you're buying 10 bottles of Dom Perignon, you want to celebrate, nothing can stop you. You have to pay for it now. So if they paid it into Obi Cubana's account, the feds are tracking that person, not Obi. Okay? It's just like Linda during Dasuki. They gave Linda money for advert. Now they say she collected Dasuki money. And that's even government giving her money. So Obi has nothing to do with Kyari. Obi and Kyari are friends. They were at the mother's funeral together. They were at the IGP son's wedding together. Pictures tell 1,000 words. But this case involving Kyari calling the NDLEA about the seizure to get his own part of it, allegedly, has nothing to do with Obi Iyegu. Let's go to Kyari. Kyari is not being arrested to avoid extradition.
Sorry, hold on. Everybody's complaining about your voice echoing. Are you using... Everybody is saying... Can you remove... Yes. And your headphone here. Can your phone here directly? Is it better now, or should she...
Ocean echo now.
Ocean echo.
Ocean echo. Let me see whether...
Maybe you can unplug the headphone totally.
I took it totally out. I'm hearing my voice back. You're right. I'm really hearing my voice back.
Okay. Have you removed the headphones totally?
It's gone. I just have the phone. It's not in my ears anymore.
Okay. Is it better now, guys? Everybody was complaining that it was really echoing.
I'm even hearing my voice.
Okay, so they said log out and log back.
Log out and come back in.
Yes.
Save this video. Save this part.
No. I'm not closing the video. Just log out. Do you have another phone? I have other phones like I usually do, but none of them is brought.
No,
they are all.
Let me come out and come back in.
Okay.
All right, let me do that.
All right. Okay, guys, can you hear me? Let me also use this as an opportunity to log in from another account and watch myself, so I can hear if there's echo. Okay. Watch. There's no echo now. Myself, so I can hear if there's echo. Okay. We can hear you loud. Okay. Okay, so I've invited her back. Yes.
Please.
Yes.
The echo is still there, and I think it's coming from your side.
No. We can't even see your picture anymore. We can only hear your voice.
Can you hear me?
Yes. We cannot see your face.
I'm seeing myself.
We can't.
I'm seeing myself. I'm seeing myself, and I'm using the iPhone. That's what I'm saying.
You have a few seconds delay on audio. She was recording. That's what was causing it. Someone said you were recording.
I wasn't recording. I'm not recording.
She said she's not recording.
I'm not recording. I'm just on my phone. I'm on an iPhone 12 Pro Max.
Okay, some people say they can see you. Wow. Now you are logged out. This is amazing. Just send hi again. Let me invite you again. Okay, people are saying feed. I'm not recording. I'm broadcasting live on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. Okay, so she's back again. Let me bring her up. Go live with Dr. Kemi. We can see her clear. She's gone. Okay, she's back now.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. I think your network
is still there.
And network, but continue. I can hear you.
I'm using Wi-Fi. If I switch to Android, it's a bounce back.
You know what? Let me watch you on another phone. Let me watch you on this phone.
Okay. I wasn't recording, guys. Stop. So I don't have to record. Freeze saves all this video.
Yes, I save all my videos, so you can always download from there.
It's too late to be recording anything. I don't even do all that. I don't use Instagram Live.
To log in from another account and watch.
Wow. Saves all these videos. Yes, I save all my videos. Freeze, should I switch to my Android phone recording anything? I don't even do all that. I don't use Instagram Live. Freeze, should I go to my Android?
Do you have an Android phone there?
Yeah, let me switch to my Android. Phone.
Okay, switch to your Android phone.
Okay, let me log in and see. Let me switch to the Android.
All right. A lot of people are asking me what's my TikTok handle at Daddy FRZ. Daddy, DADDY FRZ. DADDY FRZ. You were complaining that the audio was echoing. Now you people say you want it like that. Daddy Freeze, check out some Aku. What did Summer say this time? Oh? The echo is okay, not totally bad. What about your show? I've retired from radio totally. I spent a whole week celebrating my retirement as I was leaving. So I'm no longer on the radio. Forgive me, guys. You can only catch me on my platforms for now. So we're waiting for her. Okay, I'm now on Android. Let's see. Android versus iPhone. I'm also broadcasting on both Android and iPhone, even though I have 1, 2, 3 iPhones and 1 Android.
Freeze.
Yes?
Is the echo still there?
It's so much better, but now I can't see you.
I can see you. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Emma Sorolo, what will happen is it will log you out and then you come back in.
Okay. She has switched already. Okay, let me continue.
Yes. If it cuts you off, just come back in.
Right?
Yes.
What is it?
It will cut you off because I can't see you. So what happens is there's going to be an error. It will cut you off and then it will bring you back.
Okay. Should I continue to see?
Just continue.
People say they can see me. Okay, let's start.
Now it's logged you out, just like I said. So send me a request again. Adablezi, how are you doing? They were asking about me on the radio just now, so I was trying to explain to them that I've retired from radio. So I'm waiting for her to log back in. I think it's an Instagram problem. All right, Dr. Kemi, Okay, now she's back, and hopefully this time we would be uninterrupted. I think it's Auntie Kemi's. I think it's her network. Okay. Wow. Oh, what's your name? Okay, we're waiting for Auntie Kemi. Okay, free is not my network. Oh, are you sure? And I don't want to go live. Okay. Yes.
I can.
So much better. I can see you clearly. Are you using iPhone or Android now?
There's no echo.
Are you using Android or iPhone now?
The echo is very tiny. So Instagram is see. Should we go ahead and start?
Yes, continue.
Okay, what I wanted to say is, first of all, we have to rule out certain things. Abba Kyari's arrest has nothing to do with his extradition to Hushpuppi's case. Absolutely no relation. It just is a coincidence. All the stuff he was doing was in January. He went and called the NDLEA while he was a suspended police officer. He had no business doing that. That echo is from Instagram. But
yes,
he had no,
continue. Ignore the echo.
Okay. He had no business as a suspended police officer to call the NDLEA. He's no longer in the IRT. He's suspended in the IRT, Intelligence Response Unit. 6 months ago, I spoke on Kike's show on Silverbird saying that the IRT and the STS, Special Tactical Squads, had a criminal cartel inside. They knew about the bandits. They knew about so many things, but the heads of the police knew that that cartel was operating. The STS and the IRT are very, very compromised. They should come in there and clean it up because we need good hands. And that's what I said in the video 6 months ago. It's on my page, my school page. However, Nigerians are not thinking outside the box. Automatically, Twitter was like, oh, fake arrest so that he doesn't go to America. He's not the first to face extradition. He can fight extradition. Second thing you need to rule out, Obi Cubana. Obi is a businessman, and one of the people involved in this drug deal happens to have done business with Obi in his club. He ordered a lot of drinks. You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
And the kind of drinks they ordered were very expensive. Liquor, like John Perignon, like $400,000-500,000. All these things are very expensive. So if you see money moving from a convicted drug dealer's account into Obi's account, you gotta call Obi to come in. They called him. They questioned him. He told them what he needed to tell them. And he's done. Obi did not snitch Kyari. This is what they're saying on Twitter. Obi did not snitch Kyari for anything. I don't know how close they are. He was at the mother's funeral, and they were both sitting at the IGP's son's wedding. But for God's sake, everybody on Twitter is dragging Obi on this. He's been trending for the third day. So Obi Cubana is not in there. If I were him, I'll just beef up my security because all these Kyari boys, okay, they're up and down and angry. Like I told you, there's a criminal cartel in there. Now, Abba Kyari, most people have seen the video. I will use the word allegations and allegedly because that's what it is. They showed us Abba Kyari talking to somebody in a drug deal. In an SUV. The person's face was blocked. The camera was strategically positioned, and the next frame of the video showed us $65,000. Okay, $60,000 or $60,500. But they show 6 stacks of $10,000. So 60,000 plus is what they claim that Abba Kyari gave the guy who was dealing in the drugs. Half of the drugs were real, half were fake. But they just caught Kyari giving him the money. Do you understand?
Clearly.
If you look at the video, we didn't see the frame of Kyari handing the cash to him. Kyari handed something to him. Can we prove it's cash? The next frame had the cash. And then the third frame had both of them getting out of the car. They caught him red-handed, but at the end of the day, the mistake he made was, you're on suspension. Why are you calling the NDLEA to find out about the consignment? He wanted part of the drugs. Allegedly, that's what the NDLEA said on their press release. So, the young men that carry these drugs are the ones that, one of them was one of the ones they questioned Obi for. So you get
clearly.
Obi has cleared the air. Please, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
If I have a business, if I have a club, and you call me Freeze, and you say you want to do a party there, right? I need 20 drinks of this, I need 20 drinks of that, I need food, I need everything, right? Noble Igwe, the blogger, he said that almost every club in Nigeria, cocaine is served like a snack. Remember when he said that?
Yes, I thought I heard that as well.
Yeah, Noble Igwe said cocaine is served. But if cocaine is served at these parties, okay, and cocaine is illegal, what I will say is that Obi is only guilty by association. Obi cannot be at the club when they're serving cocaine, if they serve it at his club. He can't be at the club all the time. Okay, a girl was said to have died inside Obi's club. We saw a video that clearly showed the girl fell. You know what I mean? So
but to be honest, I didn't see. You said you saw people mentioning Obi Cubana. I didn't see anyone mentioning Obi Cubana. Maybe on Twitter, because I'm not really on Twitter.
On Twitter, yeah.
Oh,
okay.
On
Twitter, the third day, and it's too much. You know what I mean? It's trending on Twitter the third day. People are like insinuating that he should go and hide somewhere. He snitched Kyari. He did this. Don't drag him into it. He's not part of it. Let's talk about Kyari.
Absolutely not. This as far as we're concerned, has nothing to do with Obi Cubana. As far as we're concerned, unless the NDLEA releases a statement otherwise. So wow, we've lost her. So also, oops. I wanted to ask a question. I don't know how extradition works, and I don't know what the Nigerian law or where the Nigerian legal system stands on extradition or extradition, as the case may be. And I would have loved Dr. Kemi. I would have loved Dr. Kemi to share her personal perspective. Okay, somebody also said Obi Cubana is not trending on Twitter. I didn't see Obi trending myself. I kind of agree with that. I did not eat any. I don't hear anything about. I also didn't. But like I always say, I cannot be on Twitter 24 hours, and I'm not really on Twitter. I'm looking for her. Dr. Kemi, we're waiting for you. Someone said I blocked you. If I blocked you, no vex. It means say you miss Yan one day. Okay, Toyosi said he was trending on Twitter. I saw it. I didn't. Someone said he is trending. Okay, Arise TV mentioned Obi Cubana. But I don't understand why he should be mentioned. I don't understand. Okay, so I think it's coming from Arise News because Amina Mohammed on YouTube, if I'm correct, that's the video of the phone dedicated to YouTube, said he was mentioned on Arise TV. I didn't watch the Arise TV, neither did I saw it trend on Twitter. Okay, CJ Marine said it's Oji Okwe that mentioned Obi. Okay. Arise News mentioned it. He was trending with a few pics they took together. That's coming from Creative Touch. Okay, okay. Now, let me ask a question. If Obi Cubana is friends, and you guys need to separate, you need to say, because I went through that with Hushpuppi. You need to separate the fact that people can actually be friends with people who make a mistake or make mistakes or do illegal things. You need to understand that people can meet. If you run a nightclub, you definitely know police. You will know police. You will know politician. It is sure. Do you understand? It's like me, I'm on social media. There's hardly anyone who is someone today in Nigeria who I don't know or I don't know of or who doesn't know me and doesn't know of me. So all I have to do is maybe go to a party or go to a club and meet somebody there, and before you know it, they would link us together. I went through that with a Hushpuppi incident, and everybody was like, "Yeah, Daddy Freeze, you knew this, you knew this. He was your friend." Yes, he was my friend. He was my guy. We're cool. But because we're cool, you guys need to stop. Wrap your mind out of it. Because you're cool with someone doesn't mean you're collecting money with them. Doesn't mean you approve of all the things they do. Doesn't mean you're even involved in all the things they do. Social media has brought our lives to the public. Everything I do, if I go somewhere now, there's a camera that'll take a picture of me, or I take a picture of somebody who looks good and wears nice clothes, or we wear the same kind of watch, and then we put it on social media. Before you know it, they are together. Oh, they are doing what they are doing together. You know? Yes. Or my case with Apostle Suleiman. Anytime it trends like this, they'll just start dragging me again. That the freeze has been paid. As in, there's nobody. I'm not poor. I might not be wealthy, but I can take care of my family. You understand? Apostle Suleiman paid him money. Hushpuppi paid him money. Even now they'll start saying Obi Cubana. Obi Cubana does not know my bank account. Neither does Hushpuppi. Neither does what is it called? Apostle Suleiman. But you see, so you guys, you see, my problem is, you see a portion of the media shows you a portion. And with that portion, you see, your mind now starts playing detective, and then you start joining all sorts of things together. Where is Dr. Kemi? I can't find her again. No. Now, somebody's saying, bring a lawyer who can educate us on extradition. Okay, do we have a lawyer in here, a well-educated lawyer, a lawyer who understands A lawyer who understands extradition or extradition. I keep saying dition. I'm used to that. Dr. Kemi, what's going on? I can't see you. Let me send. Okay, lawyer. If you're a lawyer, send me an invite. Let me bring you live. Somebody suggested that I bring a lawyer. I'm on this e-money birthday where they come. This e-money birthday where they come. Oh more man. I go price shoe today because that kind of place they know the if you go with shoe where no make sense. You go trend though. All the shoes where they see $1,100, $1,200. I don't even see shoe of $700. Oh boy. She said, bring me, I'm a lawyer. Now, don't joke with me. I bring you here, you're not a lawyer, I will tongue lash you. I will tell you what you not like to hear. I am Barrister Mike. Okay, let me bring you here.
Yeah, hey, hello, Daddy Prince, how you doing?
I've been on my page, get the issue, because I can't hear people.
Hello, Daddy Prince, how you doing?
I'm doing very well. I can't see you.
Yeah, just hold on, Let me put on my light and come outside.
Okay, put on your lights.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Clearly.
Okay, yeah, so first of all, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Very well, thank you. I can hear you clearly.
Okay, yeah, so my name is Darlington.
Okay, Darlington, you're a lawyer.
Yeah, I'm talking to you from Boston, Massachusetts.
Okay.
United States of America.
Okay.
You see around it's still afternoon here. So let me talk about Kyari. Now, Abba Kyari. Now I live in the United States of America, right? Now, the FBI is a wing of the United States. They're called the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Okay.
Before the FBI can mention the FBI, how their operation works is, for example, in America, you see the sheriff, you see the police, they wear a tag on their shirt and they drive a vehicle, you see it's the police. But the FBI, they don't wear no tags. In fact, you can be walking on the road and you can see someone with just a kind of or normal mufti like I'm wearing, but you don't know that is an FBI. In the airports, the FBI, they are highly trained that in the airport, if someone is trying to smuggle drugs into the country, sometimes the FBI, they don't hold you in the airport. They will allow you to move, to enter into the country. They will clear you, but they have a radar. Because, for example, in Nigeria, the police, maybe they stop you on the road, they'll just arrest you. But the FBI, what they want to do is, they want to get everybody they want to get the whole ring of the people. Now, I watched a documentary of some people who smuggle drugs into the country. The FBI will allow them, they will clear you, they will check you from the airport, from the customs. They've spotted drugs around you, either you hit it in your body or maybe, but they've caught you. They will allow you to enter into the country. They will start training you. Even if you have a connecting flight, they will fly with you in that plane. In economy self, you won't even know. They will allow you to enter into the country. They will clear you. Then when you are going to deliver it, they will use unmarked cars to follow you, and they will pick the person who you are going to deliver, to, or your clients, everybody, pick everybody in the syndicate. Now, when FBI mentioned Abba Kyari, the Nigerian government, even if they don't want to extradite him, they will have at least, okay, let's have a talk one-on-one. Because the FBI, they are called Federal Bureau of Investigations. If the FBI mention anybody's name, no matter who you are, it is 100%. The FBI, they are not God. They are not God. They are still agencies. But the FBI, if the FBI mention anybody's name, they've done total radar investigation. Do you know what they call radar investigation? So when I saw that they mentioned Abba Kyari's name and the government tried to hide everything, that was when I knew that this man truly there's something going on around him. And now, I don't know why the NDLEA I don't know what they're trying to plan. I don't know if they are trying to help if they are trying to, make the extradition easy, or they are just trying to use something that will make them, say, we have him, we have held him, he has a case, we have that to us, so US, hold your own case. So I don't know what they're trying to do. But immediately the FBI mentioned him, that was when I knew that, yes, this man's hands, there's some kind of things going on. Because before the FBI don't mention names, FBI, they do background investigations, and they just go and pick you from where you are. FBI, with Hushpuppi, the FBI had a connection. They did not mention him out. They went straight in a covert operation to pick him. Now, for Abba Kyari's case, by mentioning him out, that they've done thorough investigation. So, like I said, I don't know what's going on with this case. But if he has to answer to NDLEA, let him go ahead. But my point is, the extradition should have been done long ago. The Nigerian government have the right to say, you mentioned then he was the IGP. You mentioned my IGP out. What are your listings? Because they just mentioned him out that he has connections to Hushpuppi, but they did not mention the details of what is. For example, we saw a transaction of $500 million between so and so dates, between so and so time. They didn't mention the details, but they just called him out that he has some links. What I expect the government to do is, if you want to come in, or if you want us to bring him out, these are the terms. This is what we're going to do. We'll agree on so and so thing. But the Nigerian government should have at least brought a talk or a link to the US government, but they covered it down. So, like I said, I don't know what this NDLEA matter with him and drugs. I don't know what they're trying to do, but if they covered him from the FBI, after FBI mentioned him, that means they have a plan with all these whole things. So, my point is, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, awesome.
You just today you don't know what's going on. Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
What's the name of your guest, Freeze?
He's just a lawyer. Are you a lawyer?
I can't hear Freeze, though.
He said he's a. Oh, sorry, I'm muted.
I can't.
He said he's a lawyer. Sorry, I asked for a lawyer. What's your name, bro?
Hello.
Hi, can you hear me? Bring him back, sir.
Hey.
Freeze. Bring him back.
Okay. All right, Auntie Kemi, go ahead.
To elaborate on what he said, he's saying the right thing. Okay, guys, listen very carefully. What that guy said is really, really important. Remember, the FBI said they have 97,000 documents on Hushpuppi and Abba Kyari. Please remember that. I
remember reading that somewhere. I think so.
The phone number that Hushpuppi used at the American Embassy when he went to apply for a visa in 2017, they denied him. He scattered the place. He pounced on the table, scattered papers, everything, and walked out very angry. The phone number he used in the application is the same phone number that he used to talk with Abba Kyari back and forth in Dubai. So they linked Abba Kyari to him straight up. Shege.
Yeah.
What I know, Louis Shapiro, Hushpuppi's lawyer, he announced that they are not going to be sentencing him anymore on Valentine's Day, and they will move that sentencing to July. I found out that there's another announcement on Valentine's Day that was coming down from Nigeria, but I did not know it was Abba Kyari. Sure you understand? So that must be the reason why they moved the sentencing. They can't sentence Hushpuppi until Abba Kyari testifies. You understand what I'm saying?
Clearly.
Hushpuppi has to testify in that case. He's the one that allegedly took the $1.1 million from the Qatari businessman. Him, Chibuzo, the two ladies, and Abba Kyari. So this case is very well tied to the FBI because the FBI is in Nigeria. They came with declassified files, and they have an attaché office inside the embassy in Lagos and Abuja. So at the end of the day, that is what's going on. The case has been reported in the U.S. media now. Decorated cop in the Hushpuppi case arrested for drug dealing. Why hasn't Abba Kyari been removed from the force? Why is he still DCP Abba Kyari? By now, they should have stripped him of his title, don't you think?
With the it is still, let me try to play devil's advocate here. It is still alleged. It is still he's not been convicted yet. We saw the frames, but I believe you'll need a proper conviction from a superior court before we can now say, okay, he's a drug dealer. For now, we just say he was arrested over drug charges. Let's be politically correct. You don't want anybody suing us.
Nigerians believe he was arrested so that he can be delayed. So that extradition can be delayed. That's what Nigerians believe. The whole of Twitter.
I find that very worrying. That my people.
It's not true.
It can't even be true.
It's not true at all. It's a different case that just happened in January. So that's all I have to say about it.
Okay. I now want to say something. Do you think that we can move forward as a nation if we get our police, even if it's an allegation, Yahoo, fraud, and then drugs, and then you know that these same police officers are the same ones arresting quote and unquote Yahoo boys who what do you think the future of this nation is with regards to law enforcement? I'm a bit worried.
The future of the nation with regards to law enforcement. You saw what happened today. The special tactical squads have been closed, and the IRC. Never in Nigerian history has the intelligence response unit being closed. They shut them down. We don't know when they're going to reopen them. This week it might be the most dangerous week in Nigeria with kidnappers, and bandits, with no IRT officers and no STS, Special Tactical Squad. So the future of law enforcement in Nigeria is going down because of these criminal cartels. But Daddy Freeze, it's not just Nigerian police that have criminal cartels. U.S. police have them. UK has them. The chief of police of UK stepped down last week. Do you know that? Did you know that
the lady,
police and chief,
the lady,
she stepped down and did the honorable thing? Would Usman Baba and Kemi step down? No. Nigerians will step down. They will continue acting stupid. I think the IGP has to step down. Sorry, I'm in my fridge. The IGP needs to step down, but they will never step down. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Clearly.
They will never step down. They will continue to sit on that position. Akali was the side guy to Adamu when Adamu was IGP before he got fired. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So at the end of the day, everything is about power and power struggle. Abba Kyari needs to be swiftly tried. But it has now become a fight between the police and the NDLEA. The police want the NDLEA officers charged. Did you know? But the NDLEA has not charged their own officers in the state. They only charge Kyari.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm missing a date and it's very hard. So they only charge Kyari and all that.
Okay, we have a gentleman with us, Dr. Kemi. We have a gentleman with us. Let him introduce himself.
Yeah.
Let's hear what he has to say. And also, when we come back, we'll be talking about the extradition process. What does it involve? I would like you to discuss that when we come back. So, in the meantime, hello, sir. How are you doing?
Hi, Daddy Freeze. Yeah, my name is Ramsey, and I've been following you for a long time. So, I've been requesting to speak, but I'm glad today that you're able to speak. My worry is not just about that in this situation. There are lots of people in the police that are actually like Abba Kyari. They're doing the same thing. Abba Kyari might be involved in a drug, as is a suspect. Let's put it allegedly, involved. But there are issues in Nigerian police that affect citizens. We should, talk about that. We should expose them. That police actually, investigated. If they found, to be in default of any situation, they should be tried, because it's difficult for Nigerians. Many Nigerians cannot travel from one town to town. They have to bribe the police. If you happen to have anything that looks nice, they might arrest you or kidnap you to their station to take money from you. So there are a lot of things that are happening. We should look into those too. You see a lot of police officers are buying houses, buying cars that their salary cannot buy in years. I'm not saying they shouldn't have, but we have to look into processes that, that money comes out for them to buy all these things. So it's important, not just police, the civil service.
Okay, thank you very much for your contribution. Thank you very much. I want to keep the comments short so that more people can come in. Dr. Kemi, over to you. What do you, Ramsey, take care. God bless you, bro. Dr. Kemi, over to you.
Nigeria does not have a formal extradition treaty with the United States of America. Many people have been extradited and it failed. Burundi Kashamu is the most famous one. It was in that case 20-something years ago. Everybody was convicted. They came out. They made money from the movie Orange is Not Black. He carried drugs. Burundi Kashamu was,
Are you sure about this?
You don't know that case.
I know of a case, but I don't know if he was convicted or if he actually did it or did what they said he did.
They convicted him in absentia. Kashamu said it was his brother. Look alike. But he was never extradited. He fought extradition very vigorously. And Obasanjo trolled him so much and wanted him to be extradited. The NDLEA surrounded his house. Remember that? The NDLEA surrounded Kashamu's house because the charge in America was a drug deal. Do you understand me? Kyari's charge in America is fraud. Who is around his house now? You know what I mean? Did they set him up? And why was he calling them? He was calling the NDLEA boys at the airport for his part of the consignment of the cocaine. So you get it. And he should never have been calling because he was not on duty. He was suspended. So for that alone, the IGP should step down.
The IGP?
Yeah. Should step down for that alone.
No, I don't think the IGP should step down, no.
The head of your IRT that is suspended is making phone calls while suspended to the NDLEA.
But that's not the IGP's. You see, yes, we have issues in Nigeria, but do you guys think the IGP should step down over that? I personally don't. I think IGP has done what he needs to do. Disband.
Did Kyari not go to the IGP son's wedding?
And now you see, it's like me and you are doing a live video now. Tomorrow they now say Kemi Olunloyo stabbed somebody, so automatically me too, I'm now a stabber. You understand? I agree that the IGP needs to look into what's going on in his tactical teams, but I don't think that he needs to step down. Oyinbo people too. I know we are going somewhere. We're going to a place where we'll be like the rest of the world, and everybody's going to be held accountable for what they do. But at this stage, step down is a little hasty, in my humble opinion.
Okay.
In my humble opinion.
Okay, so why did the IGP tell him to delete all the pictures from the Facebook page? 460 pictures of the wedding.
Because they are probably trolling the IG. They are probably trolling the IGP. You know, right now, anybody who took pictures with Abba Kyari would be, if I ever had a picture with Abba Kyari, they would only troll me right now. Say, hey, Daddy Freeze, you don't go collect from IB. So, you know, yes, I understand. I understand. Somebody said I'm trying to play safe. I'm not trying to play safe. I have to be sure before I can make a statement. Do you understand? I'm not a journalist. Dr. Kemi Olunloyo is a journalist. She is covered by journalism. I am not. You understand? She can make the kind of statements I can't make. I have to be 100% sure before I can make a statement. So unless I see a judgment, and even then when you see a judgment, once the judgment is appealed and you made the statement and then later they win the appeal, they can still come after you. So we need to be very careful with things like that. I know they fear police wahala, but I need to be sure that what I'm saying, I can defend it. Okay, I was looking for a lawyer, Nigerian lawyer, who can come in and talk about extradition as we officially round off. Just a lawyer. Okay, we have Sindov.
This is my friend now. Yes. And
hey, Doctor,
how are you?
When you called me silly, I said, don't call me silly.
I left Instagram. I'm teaching now. On this page, this 222 page.
Yeah, let me fix something real quick before we continue.
Yes.
Nigeria has an extradition treaty with US. It was signed December 22nd, 1931, and entered into force June 24th, 1935. Unless it has been annulled, but that's what's still.
So we actually have an extradition treaty.
Yes.
We have one, but it.
And let me say this. It has. Okay. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Olunloyo. I'm a lawyer practicing here in the United States.
Oh wow.
I'm in California. So
she's one of the best lawyers.
I make sure I'm speaking from a place of authority.
So
now we have an extradition thing with US, and I see so many Nigerians that have been extradited from Nigeria to US. And when Nigerians commit crime and run home, they go back even in their villages and bring them back here. Now, let's talk about the extradition system. And it takes two phases. First of all, if United States is requesting for this man, what's his name? Abba Kyari? I'm sorry if I'm not.
Abba Kyari. Very nice name.
Yes. If they want him here, there's something that if he have committed something here in US, and if he has been established, however, they have to go through some hurdles. So we have gone through the hurdle to say, yes, we have an extradition system. Now, the next thing is they have to now present his case to the judicial phase. Judicial phase is where a body here in US have to determine if this crime is worth an extradition, if a crime has been committed. Then once that has been established, then they will send it to the Nigerian government, which is now called the execution phase. During the execution phase, the Nigerian government will now look into the reason why this person the US is requesting for this person to be extradited, and then the Nigerian government will decide, do we surrender this person or not? Yeah, that's when you go to the surrender phase. So now, it takes a lot of time though. It's not when you request and you surrender, no. Because there are some other things that go in between. I'm not going to go into the intricacies of everything else involved. There are some negotiations, some things to know, some things to play. Lawyers battling, that lawyers can fight something for years and months. So it's not that easy. It's not an easy of just bait and catch. No, it has to go through a process. But I believe that once the judicial phase, the U.S. have said, hey, we've concluded there's something going on here, they will notify the Nigerian government, and Nigerian government will now have to look into it. They're not going to go, oh, please take him. No. They will go into their own judicial execution phase to find out if the allegations made against their citizen falls under the law and rules of extradition. Because you can't just go, oh, if he committed this in U.S., if you say so, then he can go. So that's how extradition.
I have a question for you. What I want to tell you, it's been a while we saw each other, but look.
Hi. Yes. Go ahead.
My dad is now 86 and he's messaging me now. He's messaging me now saying that what is just said. He said there is an extradition treaty. It's just that it's so long and no one's ever enforced it. But they extradited one person successfully. A guy that carried drugs. Do you remember that case?
Yes, Kemi, they're still doing it. I have the case right now. Okay, I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't want to go into.
He carried drugs from Dubai. Remember that? Okay. He carried drugs from Dubai to Nigeria.
Kemi, let me say this, Dr. Kemi. Let me say there's another case which I'm involved in, so I don't want to divulge that information. It involves a rape thing. This guy raped in Nigeria. He's been extradited. So there are so many. It's still there. But the key thing is we have the treaty, and it's ongoing, and they can extradite people real quick. And the other thing that I said, when one thing, I don't mix apples and oranges. When, I'm sorry, when Dr. Freeze.
Yes.
Daddy Freeze,
yes.
Dr. Freeze. Daddy Freeze said something about this guy that is being arrested and being questioned or something under the custody. I was saying, look, I understand that Obi Cubana they arrested him, they released him, or he was questioned, wasn't released. So I said, let's not mix apples and oranges by bringing his name here because
yes,
those that logged on will be confused. They were friends. Obi Cubana is in the business of selling liquor and things. Okay, let me say this. For example, I'm a lawyer. I have friends that drink and drive and everything, and sometimes I give them ride. If they arrest them on drunk driving, you're not going to come arrest me because you have seen me driving the person once. That's the way. So I try to separate apples and oranges. Dr. Kemi was saying the right thing. However, some people here, once they log on, guess what? They're going to go, oh, they're saying that Obi Cubana did this. No, so please, that's why I said what I said. Let's leave Obi Cubana out of this Kyari, Abba Kyari. I hope I'm getting that name right.
I agree with you, ma'am.
Yeah.
I agree with you, ma'am.
The only reason why I made that and Dr. Kemi, you have to apologize to me by saying that I should not be silly. You know we are friends.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know it was you. And that's what happened. I said, what's he calling you? Sorry, my dear.
It's okay, sweetie. I still love you.
Freeze.
Yeah.
Follow her hand to Freeze.
What's her handle? What's your handle, ma'am?
She don't. If you lose it, just go lower some. You see there. Yeah.
She's one of the best Nigerian lawyers in America.
Freeze. Whenever you think you have something to be legally tackled, if I'm available, let me know, and I'll give you the answer. Get in, get out.
Oh, definitely. I'm so happy. I'm following you back. Chimelu Umbelu, wife, mother, sister, friend, attorney at law.
Yes.
Awesome. So I'm following you already. Thank you so much for the explanation.
Let's not discuss that on Daddy Freeze's side. So he has a lot to do.
Oh, yeah.
So let's keep it simple and focus.
All right, this is actually where we ended. Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you, doctor. Thank you. Nice to see you too. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Dr. Kemi.
Ghana is my baby.
Thank you, everybody. Good night.
Bye.
Okay, good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Lovely having these beautiful ladies today, and it's always a pleasure sharing knowledge. You know, I'm always very big on sharing knowledge. How are you guys doing? Real quick, I want to talk about the Forex robot, because quite a lot of people are sending me messages. Daddy Freeze, we're interested in the Forex robot and we want to invest. All right, send Daddy Freeze along with your name, WhatsApp only, to 080-231-79239. Of course, you know Forex trading is quite risky, but I know you're smart enough to take only calculated risks. Having a baby is risky. Everything in life is risky, and Forex is too. But I invested $10,000 of my money because it's a risk I'm personally willing to take. Are you willing to take that risk? Think about it. It's always up to you. Send Daddy Freeze along with your name to 080-231-79239. If you're not interested in the Forex talk, it's okay. It's all well and good. It's up to you. But like I said, if you are interested, remember, Forex can be rewarding. It can also be risky. But the number to send a WhatsApp message to is 080-231-79239. Send Daddy Freeze and your name by WhatsApp only. Don't call the number. WhatsApp only. Take care. God bless. And see you guys tomorrow. Okay, I wanted to very quickly catch the video on YouTube, on Instagram. Share the video, because we had so many audio issues. So I've got to be very careful so I don't lose the video. TikTok, how are you guys doing? Let me just save this as Abba Kyari, and then let me just make sure the video is saved. Then we can continue with all else that we're talking about. Thank you so much, all of you. Someone said 10K USD, need proof. I will share my personal information with you, but let me tell you something. Reach out to me. I've given you my number. Send the WhatsApp message and send proof that you have $10,000 to invest, and I'll also show you my $10,000. It's as easy as that. I'm not going to come and show you that you don't have $200 to your name in your life. You don't have $50 but you want to see my own $10,000 that I worked for. Till I got to retirement, and when I got to retirement, I decided to invest some money, and you want to see my own, but I cannot see your own. It does not work like that, sir. It does not work like that, madam. If you're really interested, yes, like I always warn people, Forex trading is risky. Oh, yes. But remember, Bitcoin is also risky. Having a baby is risky. Changing jobs is risky. Relocating is risky. Getting on a plane is risky. Riding an Okada is risky. But if you even going out in the sun, you could get you get skin cancer. For those of us who are light skinned, or even for black people, quite a few people, despite the fact that they have melanin, still get melanomas or other forms of basal cell skin cancer, for instance. It doesn't mean that you are not going to go out in the sun, or it doesn't mean you're not going to drive on the day it's raining. Anything can happen. But I always believe in sharing opportunities with people, especially people who listen to me. A lot of people are complaining about being broke. Being broke is very risky. You have bills. You're going through quite a lot, and you don't have the resources or the finances to handle what you're going through. It's always good to invest instead of just keeping all your money stacked up in the bank. Now, let me warn you, the bank is the safest place to keep your money. You want to keep your money somewhere and go and come back 1 month later and know that your money is safe, or 1 year later and know that your money is safe, keep it in the bank. Banks are the safest place to keep your money. Unfortunately, they're very safe, but they don't yield profit. And whatever profit or percentage they yield can never even cover for inflation. So people tend to invest their money so the money can grow and can compensate not just for inflation, but for the fact that you have a piece of capital that is just tied down somewhere. You want that money to work. So do give it a thought. I will never pressure you. If you feel it's risky, it's very good to feel. You see, everybody works with their heart. Let me tell you, when Bookie first marketed this idea of investing in a robot to me, I was like, yeah, right, whatever. She borrowed me 200K. She gave me 200,000 naira and said, use it to buy robots and use it to register and start trading. You know, the 200,000 could have bought me maybe $400. Mike, I use only 100K inside because I wasn't sure. So I bought the robot for $100, and I bought the I put my minimum investment. The cheapest you can do is $100 for the robot, $100 for the your minimum investment. So I put it in, and I noticed that I was making $1 every day. And I thought about it, 5 days a week, because the robot doesn't trade weekends. And I was like, okay, wait, come. $5 a week in 4 weeks, that's $20. So on my $100, I've made $20 profit. I was like, wow. I increased to $500. I saw my profit move from $1 to $5. I'm like, okay. I moved it to $1,000. Before you knew it, I started looking for spare change I had everywhere. I increased it to $3,000, then $5,000, then eventually $10,000 where I am now. Because I saw the rewards of what my investment was yielding me. And I felt, okay, that's a good idea. So your spirit will minister to you. You might not like the idea. You might think the idea is good. It's all up to you. But if you want to give it a try, I will always tell you, I cannot guarantee your money. Nobody guaranteed my own. My $10,000 is there. If it doesn't work, tomorrow I'll just gather the few of us that invested and we'll hold each other and cry together. But I'm hoping it will not be like that. I'm hoping I'll be able to pull out my money through the profit route. And that's my belief. So a lot of people are asking me, because the reason why I talked about it is because a lot of people are asking me in my DM, and I'm even seeing people commenting, especially on, was it Facebook? How do you start to trade? Just send a WhatsApp message. You see, first things first, we need people who can obey instructions. So I'm going to give you a WhatsApp number, and in that WhatsApp, and when you send the message, you're going to be referenced to another WhatsApp number that's going to put you in a group. So each person that gets a message will get a different WhatsApp group. So you have a real head that manages you and makes sure that you are not lost. Because if you've not traded Forex before, or if you've not walked in these realms before, it can be a bit confusing. So we want to hold you by the hand, guide you, advise you, direct you to the best of our ability. So the number is send Daddy Freeze along with your name. That's all you need to send. And please, I beg you, don't call. If you call, I will block you, because once again, you don't obey instruction. I can't answer 500 calls, but guess what? I can gather a team to answer 500 WhatsApp messages and spread you out into groups of 500 people each, and then you have somebody who's helping you, giving you advice on what to do and what not to do. You're going to have many questions. I cannot answer them all. I'm not such an expert. I'm also a customer just like you. And there's also the network marketing part of things. If you're a good marketer, you can also market the product and get commission. And that also works. I also try to do that from time to time, and it's also quite rewarding. But unlike other marketers, when I do my marketing, I warn people of the consequences. And for me not to mislead people, I make sure. So the day I see somebody come to me and say, Daddy Freeze, I'm going to invest $20,000, it's either I look for $20,000 to myself and invest, or I don't take that person's money. Do you know why? I will not take an investment of someone who has invested more than me. Because just in case anything happen, at least let me know that is either I'm on par with the highest investor, or I am the highest investor. And so far, I have not met anyone under me that has invested more than $10,000. I want to show you that I believe in this product. If I do not believe in this product, I will not put my money there. But the fact that I believe in it does not mean you should. Do your due diligence, ask questions, and if at the end of the day you find out that it is interesting and something you want to do, please do send a WhatsApp message, WhatsApp only. And all that needs to be in that WhatsApp message is your name and Daddy Freeze. Please send to 080-231-79239. Take care and God bless.